Go.
All right, now we got the rings are all, the glue is all dried, so now we can get those cleaned up. First thing we're going to do is get them apart. And then all you do, you can't untie this rope now because it's glued into the ring, so you just cut that all off.
Go.
Okay, now that the rope's off, I like to clean them up a little bit. Some people just use them like that, but I like to blend it in so that it looks like one piece.
Go.
All right, now we got our rings cleaned up a little bit. And we're going to see how well we put them together, because we're going to fit one inside the other, like so. And if they're done right, you should pretty much hold them, almost hold themselves in place. So this is where you kind of size it up and see what you want your basket to look like. And the big trick here is to decide where the handle is going to be, so that you can take the joins and make sure they're down inside the basket. That way, when you actually weave the basket, all the join part is double held together by the roots. Now, you could use a piece of string, which might be a little easier, but I'm just going to use a small root to tie these rings in place. So we can start the weaving process.
Go.
All right, now that we got the main part of the basket put together, the rings, now we got to tie in what's called the ears, or the eyes, depending who you're talking to. And that's what will hold in the ribs to form the basket. So this one, like so. We come back over. You're going to make sure that you keep the outside of your root facing out. And you basically just cross over. Go around, you cross over, you go over to one alongside of it. And it'll create a diamond shape on each end.
There you go.
All right, we got our two eyes tied in. Now we're going to start getting the cage ready. And the cage is made out of the Black Mountain ash.
It's not sticky?
No, this isn't sticky. It puts it in here, inside the basket. We're going to do this one for a measure.
Okay.
And we're going to bend it with the shape.
Bend it.
And when we get on the outside, when we get to the center of the eye, that's the length that we're going to need.
Bend it. I'm going to bend it.
It's going to cut up probably 8, 4 for each side, at the same length as this one. This is what I measure.
I want help.
Okay. Go.
All right, now we got the 8 ribs, 4 on each side, placed into the basket. And if you notice, I leave them a little bit bigger than the center, and that way you got 2 high points, so they sit better on the flat surface than if you were to make them completely round. So what we get, the next thing to do now is to take a small root like this, split, and actually tie the ribs in so they can't move.
Dad! I want to climb up there.
So what I'll do, I'll go inside the center one. I'll bring this root over and under the first 2. This is all live till after you get this first rooting. So this part's a little difficult. So now you go over and under. So you're basically starting to weave it.
You're going to say, wait.
come to this side, you go over it, and when you come back, put a little twist on your root so that the round side is still showing. Now once you come back with this pass, you're actually starting to lock in your ribs. Always remember to keep the round side up. Sometimes it's a little difficult. And this, alright, now unravel one of our sets of roots. Each one is tied off so that I got the same root. And now that I have the cage tied in, I start weaving the basket. And you just work back and forth from one side to the other. And I like to start with the smallest roots and work my way up so it keeps a nice balanced basket. And all you do, you go back to your weave and you look to see where you ended off. And this one I ended off here. So I'm going to go under this one to keep the same pattern. I'm going to start from the skinny side of the root. And I'm going to tuck it in here where I left off. And you just leave that sit there. When it dries, you can clip them off. And that way my weave keeps going the same way. So I've gone back under, over, under, and as you can see, I'm still doing the same weave that I did when I tied it off. And I'll just continue that until both sides of the basket fill in and meet up in the center and the basket's complete. Now, a couple hours of weaving.